Hello folks, Fred Marple here. Well, campaign season is upon us. You know, I actually like campaign season. I always say every time I go to the mailbox I come back with more kindling for next winter's wood stove. At the current rate I should have enough to last me through, February of 2014. Yeah. You know, the other reason I like campaign season is I get a lot more phone calls than I usually do from folks who want my opinion about things. Now, you'd be surprised, most folks don't actually want my opinion about things. In fact, when I sit down at the counter at the Bluebell Diner, most folks kind of slide down the other end. Go figure. You know, speaking of campaigns, so I actually give some thought to running for governor this year. Yes, sir. There ain't that many people running, as, you know, in contrast to usual. And also, I read an article somewhere that says, you know, the governor of New Hampshire don't actually have that much power. We are run by a governor's council, and they make most of the decisions, and so the governor don't actually have that much to do. Sounded pretty good to me. Yeah. But then I lay down for a few minutes and the feeling passed. I know that most of you are probably quite relieved to hear that. The other reason I like campaign season is that there's a lot of nonsense in the air. And that makes us in Frost Heaves feel better, like we ain't so alone, you know what I mean? Speaking of nonsense, I do hope you'll come to our next Frost Heaves variety show coming up soon. You can get all the details at our website, frostheaves.com. We'll have all the usual shenanigans. I'll be there bringing the news from Frost Heaves, and we'll have comedy sketches, and the Speed Bumps band will play oldies and write a brand new original song on the spot. Yes, sir, folks, you know, I can promise that it will be one of the best evenings you've ever had in your life. And you can put that promise with all the other promises you're going to get between now and November 2nd, if you get my drift. Well, anyway, folks, thanks for your attention. My name is Fred Marple.
Paid for by Fred Marple, not for governor.